I'm really happy about that. The last thing I want to do, I'd like to thank all the guys. I know this is not part of my race team, but all the guys that ran my racing engines. You guys have made me work really, really hard and do a good job, and I really don't think I could have done it without you. I'll definitely be looking forward to next year. I will be working with Garcia Racing again, and obviously the K family. I'll really be looking forward to helping you guys out and see what we can do with you and get you to the front. So I've really enjoyed it all, and you guys have been fantastic. I wish I could have won a damn main event, but you guys are tough to race with. You really, really are. You are by far the best here on the West Coast, and it's been incredible. And you guys have made it very difficult for me, but I'm proud to say that I lost to the best. Thank you.
Dave, I know better. We'll see you at Kern. All right, 13th in points. And this young man has been a surprise to all of us as he progresses through. Picking up a $600 check and his plaque, William Rivera. William. William has been a lot of fun to be around. Him and his father, they worked very, very hard on keeping the car going. And I'll tell you what, I mean, William knows that he's run hard. A top 10 finish to him is a win, and they've been there. He's a fantastic young man. William, here you go.
Thank you, Greg. Hopefully my speech is not as long as Dave's, but that was a great speech, Dave. Well, I want to thank Andy, building a great motor for me this year. Steve, doing a great job with the shocks. Dean, for helping me out at the track. All my sponsors that came aboard, Flowers, Getting the Gear, Lucas Oil Treatment, Frank's Radio, Alignment Dr. Larson's Equipment, and a special thanks and support with all the help they do at the track, even though it's just us three, it's my mom and dad. And all you guys, Lucas Oil, Greg, and all you guys, look to you guys in the future.
William, thank you very much. Kurt with Mark Allison's group, you picking up another check for $600 for 12th in points in the plaque. You know, Mark Allison gave me a phone call, and it was really hard. It was touching. You know, his Christmas party is tonight. He couldn't do anything about changing the date and stuff. But you talk about another racer just devoted to keeping the series alive and running is people like Mark Ellison. He's a class act.
Thank you.
Salt Lake City's. You know, Chris Cook has been somebody that has probably worked and went through more than any of us to get to and from the races. And to see him team up with the Garcia group and stuff was really refreshing this year. I think all of us remember Chris pulling into the pits a day late with a vehicle barely running. Or he missed 2 or 3 races because his tow vehicle broke down. You know, but his heart and effort was there. 11th in points, picking up $600, Chris Cook. And Chris, you're coming up here. Also with Chris Cook, this was just handed to me by Total Power, and it's a gift certificate. And this is all the battery cables and wiring and all that stuff that goes into the race cars and stuff. And from Total Power, thank you very much. This also goes to Chris Cook.
I just gotta say thanks to everybody on Garcia Racing and my friends and family and everybody on Lucas Oil. They've done a lot for the series, and thank you all very much.
Chris, thank you. For those of you that were here last year, as you know, we changed the whole structure of our Hoosier Tire Point Fund money, and we added $10,000 to the Point Fund. This has been a huge contribution to what we do. 10th and Points, picking up a check for $1,500, a $600 Lucas Oil gift certificate, making a Banquet total $2,100 for 10. Eddie Secord. Yeah, and Eddie, you're coming up here too.
Yeah, I know.
Eddie, congratulations. Doggone it, this next year, you got to be looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough one. We struggled a little bit. I got to thank Dean Coops and the RPK team and them guys, man. They brought me back in the last 5, and you know, we had a pretty good car. It got a few little things to fix. We'll get ready for next year. We're going to team up again with those guys, so we're going to have a 3-car team. I got to thank Pinnacle Peaks, LEAS, Livestock Event Services, everybody, General Tire, the whole Lucas guys. You know, I've raced with everybody around and known you guys forever through Blythe and stuff, and kind of sad to see you guys going, but I know I'll still see you at the track and stuff, so it'll be good to go. And I know, you know, Larry and his crew will be a real good job. I raced with them guys for a while. That's a great bunch of guys. So just thanks and congratulations to Taylor and the whole 14. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Eddie, thank you. Next, you know, one of the K brothers here picking up a check for $1,600, and he's black. But the key thing here, finishing 9th in points, as a rookie, his gross earnings were almost $11,000 in his very first season of running with the Lucas Oil Modified Series. Jeremy, please come up. Well, Jeremy is coming up. You know, the backbone of what we do in racing is the families and the wives and everybody that's out here. Now, very obviously, the fathers that are out here. You know, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But I'll tell you what, there's probably not a more proud father out there right now than Mr. K. Chad, please stand up. You've got, what you've done with your boys this season is unbelievable. Jeremy, congratulations. Short speed.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's helped me this year. I didn't know really what to think coming into the season. As a rookie, of course, just all the love and support from everybody, and just racing with such a great group of guys is really cool to just challenge yourself and just become better. And, just want to say thank you to all my competitors, and especially my brother helped me out a lot this year, teaching me getting better and stuff. And so
He finished behind you a couple of times too, didn't he?
oh yeah, that's
Didn't take that.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you to my dad and my whole family, my grandparents. They're my rock, and they make everything happen behind the scenes. So they're really important to have me. And I just want to say again, thanks to my brother and his new fiance now. Pretty cool to say. And just all of our team, my Jimmy and Shelly always being there, Robbie and Marv, John and everybody, and then just Dave and his wife, just really coming forward and helping us all, making us last through the season especially Taylor's team, helping us out at Vegas with Johnny and Larry and Debbie and Jamie, just everybody really coming together and just making a whole team effort work like a well-oiled machine. So just thank you again, and congrats to Taylor on his championship, man. You guys totally did awesome, and Chuck for supporting us and coming over and giving us his battery charger. So thank you again, man. Appreciate it.
Jeremy, you did. Thank you very much. All right, at this time, I'm going to finish up the door prizes. Oh, wait a minute. Bill's got something here for us.
You know, I got some special cards from you guys, all you guys. You're great. This is their appreciation to you.
Oh, hey, this is cool.
You know, you guys, we've been family for a long time, and believe me, I can't. This is a big deal for Greg, you know, myself. This is not for him tonight. This is for you guys. But big, proud in this thing. But thank you guys for doing this.
Very, very clever idea. This is nice. Thank you very much, guys. All right, let's go on with it and finish up the door prizes here. We got some great ones going out. Picking up an Optima battery, the red top, set of E3 spark plugs, K&N air filter, oil filter, cleaning kit, and a $100 K&N gift certificate, Taylor. And Taylor, I'm not going to invite you up here because you're going to be here about 3 times tonight. Courtesy of Racing Plus, Harold, a Parker pumper, K&N air filter kit and everything, and a $100 gift certificate, Ryan. Ryan will take it. He's doing it. For those of you that don't know it, a week ago at Havasu, Ryan picked up his very first main event win in a 602 crate motor modifier. Also from Harold with Racing Plus, picking up a helmet, a slick mist kit, the K&N filter, K&N cleaning kit, picking up the helmet, Jeremy. We thought possibly with the successes this year that a bigger helmet might be in the future. All right, we got a couple of consecutive giveaways here. Picking up 2 Hoosier tires and an Aero wheel. Got Las Vegas when we were up there. We got 26 modifieds on the field. Nobody had a flat but one car, and then he has 2 flats. Dave Arcee. Also picking up 2 Hoosier tires and an Aero wheel, William Rivera. He's got tires for next season. All right, now we get into something that's really special. Picking up 4 tires of your choice from General Tires. This is about an $800 gift certificate in General Tires. General Tires is also part of the Hoosier Tire family, along with Continental, obviously. But picking up the 4 General Tires, Chris Cook. No pressure, Chris. All you gotta do now is buy the truck to put the tires on.
I'm on.
He's Bill, if you'd come up here, please, and explain a little bit more about this jack. This here is a copy of the jack they're going to get. Is that the way I understand it?
No, actually, this is the original jack. This one here, but this jack, with the move the banquet to the 1st of December, they couldn't get it done in time.
Okay.
So who's going to win this thing? We're going to mail it to you. Okay? This thing's a $2,000 what they call a NASCAR pit jack. Pretty cool, the thing. But this is the prototype. This was the very original one. Nick, they got is doing this for us. Said, don't let that jack here in hand. So I got an auction. I want to sell it right now. No, that's very dear to Nick, and he's very. Nick and his son Matt are building these jacks. They are in NASCAR. You look at some of the NASCAR stuff, you can see pictures of this jack. It's very, very special. It's a $2,000 jack.
Isn't that amazing that you can invest a type of money in that? And I guess with the new pistons and rams and everything they've got on them, they're really something. But anyway, our grand door prize is going to Dylan Capello. And Dylan, I would like to have you come up. God, I wish he had been much here. Dylan, you know, congratulations on everything you've done this year. I know you're going to be back up here later today, but that jack is very, very special.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys. I know for this banquet being moved up, it was kind of hard for you guys to get your prizes, so really want to thank you guys for working hard to get us some prizes for all the drivers and stuff like that. And I know this jack will go to really good use with Dean and stuff working in the shop. I don't get to be there much working on the car, but I know Dean's out there every night working on it, so I really want to thank the whole RVK team, everybody who made it out for the RVK team, Jimmy, Chase, Elrod, Dean, Sean, Kenny, Steve, all the other guys that come out and work on the cars and go to the shop and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoy this and get to use it on the car every weekend. So Dean, come on.
You know, when we get ready to go qualify and or line up for the main event, you can take it to the bank. You look down pit row, and there it is. Dean Coon's car still on the friggin' pad. And you're just shaking your head. Dean, no excuses now, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the jack. That will help us get it down faster. I hope. All that. No, really thank you guys for everything you guys have done for us over the years. It's been really great. I know you guys will still be around, but really appreciate what you guys have done for all of us. It really has been great. And to have this jack is awesome too. To race with everybody is great. With racing with Dylan, I really can't stand the guy, honestly. Spoiled, complains. You know, anything I say, he says, you know, I won a championship before. So at this point in time, I'm just going to keep going. Thank you guys very much.
Dean, you're a class act. Absolutely. Okay, at this time, I would like to invite Larry Collins, our guest speaker tonight from SRL. And obviously, after our meeting today, everybody's pretty much familiar with who Larry is and what his intentions are. But we're going the right direction. I don't know how we can undersell it or oversell it. But Larry Collins is, hey, it's the future of the modified series right now.
Thanks, Greg. I want to start off by saying a couple of things. 3 years ago, Greg comes to me at one of the events where both series are racing together, which we've always enjoyed when the SRL tour cars and the LucasOilModifieds are at the same track on the same weekend. We always thought, man, we're giving the race fans the best show on the West Coast. And we just loved when we were there together. But Greg's talking to me about trying to retire, and I kind of opened my mouth just a little bit and said, man, if there's anything we can do to help you, because I understand. I mean, he doesn't want to walk away. He loves what he does. So I said, Greg, if anything we can do to help you do that, the transition, just let us know. So here we are 3 years later, and I guess I shouldn't open my mouth, but I'm really happy that I did, because the more time I spend around everyone that's in this room, got some time with you at Vegas, earlier today, this evening, it's all about the people, what we do in the sport. When my family closed Mason Wren, we had the track for 30 years. We shut her down in 2005. And you don't miss the track, you don't miss the cars, but you miss those people. And you don't, until you experience that, you go, man, there's people that we knew for 30 years that came to that racetrack as competitors, or they're in the grandstands, and you shut the gates for that last time, and you no longer get to see those people on a regular basis. I mean, man, you miss it. So I know it's a big step for Greg. He and his staff have done so much with this race series, and I won't say I feel the pressure, but I feel a big sense of responsibility to keep this thing going the direction that they put it on. And we're really proud to bring Spears Manufacturing on board, and I want to tell you that was your doing. It wasn't my doing. It was your doing, because Mr. Spears has seen your series many times, and I won't say it was a pretty quick response for him to say yes when we proposed this to him. And you should be proud of the fact that this is coming from a man that doesn't spend a lot of marketing dollars, but he supports the SRL series, and now he'll support your modified series, and we're just really proud of that. But you should also be proud, because it was what you do at the racetrack, what Greg and his staff have done with the series to present it each week. But we're just really looking forward to it. The fact that, like I said before, it's about the people, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you more. It's been said earlier today, the appreciation to not only the families that come to the racetrack, but maybe the family that's at home just supporting what you guys do. I mean, it's a big part of our sport, and we just make sure to thank your family for letting you do what you love to do, because I do that with my family, because I love what I do. I've been home just a few days over the last few weeks, because I've been out on the road doing different things, but it's really worth it, because this sport is so great, and it comes because there's such great people in it. I'm so happy that Greg's going to stick around. Brownie, Bill, I hope you're around. I hope everyone that's with the series, you're always welcome. And we're just going to do the best we can. I think we got some good things going, and we're just going to take what Greg and his staff has done and just keep it moving. So thank you so much for that opportunity. And Greg, thank you.
I think as everybody gets to know Larry, you're going to understand why we made the decision that we have. Okay, at this time, I'd like to bring up our voice of the Lucas Oil Modifieds, Mike Flanders, our announcer. And Mike at this time is going to make some special presentations and awards for different achievement awards through the year. So I'll turn this over to Mike and let him handle the dog and pony show here for a minute.
These aren't just my special notes.
Okay.
We got the same notes.
Well, go for it, Mike, go for it.
All right, well, yeah, these are all, I think, the same notes. That's a good thing. That's always a good thing. How you guys doing tonight? If the food stunk, it's my fault. Okay? If anything bad happens tonight, it's my fault. Just blame me. All right, Lauren Hill, I'm going to call Mr. Hill up. You're going to come join me first, sir. I could give him the Dave Arcee speech, but I'll give him the Mike Flanders speech at the end of this thing. How you doing, Lauren? Can you sing? Well, then you can't show up to mine and Dave's dance battle, sir. That's pretty simple. You cannot have Howard's seat because he's sitting by the food. That's my seat after this is done. Lauren Hill, you are here with the Rookie of the Year, sir, and I can't wait to talk to this guy. Not Lauren Hill is. I did not mean Lauren Hill. I've been talking to him for years.
So I want to take a minute and talk about, well, one of them's escape. We need to get a leash back on Greg, he's running away. 12 years ago, Greg Scheidegger reached out to me when I was with my previous company, DJ Safety, and he wanted help with door prizes and some support for the series. It was a no-brainer. I grew up a track brat at Orange Show Speedway from the time I was not even old enough to remember. But there were 3 guys that I remember growing up. They're all 3 standing over here. Bill Rozon, Alan Brown, Greg Scheidegger, and later, Mike Scheidegger. It's been an amazing experience for me, not only to be a part of this series, but to become friends with my childhood heroes. So to you 4, thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me be a part of this. So we'll move on. Do we bring Justin up at this time, or should we just tell him what he gets and then just let him make one trip up? 17 car, I think it was? Yeah, I got whatever you want. I gotta put my eyes on. So 4 or 5 years ago, Greg and I got this idea to do a Rookie of the Year program, try to do something to bring new drivers into the series. And I guess it's kind of worked. We've had some Jack Madrid, Travis Thurkettle, Mike Mitchell, some of the guys that have won this previously. And so Justin, I'm just going to start. The date kind of hurt me a little bit. I'm not able to have much here for you, but after PRI, we're going to take care of all that. Starting first with Downforce Racing Products. You're going to receive a custom driver suit, shoes, gloves, Nomex underwear, gear bag, and helmet bag. About a $1,700 package from Downforce. From Pro Things, Jason Allen. Jason usually comes with me every year. He couldn't make it this year. He had parental duties. A $1,000 gift certificate, good for 10 sublimated shirts plus artwork for your crew. From ISP Seats and Robert DeRosa, you're going to receive a gift certificate for $400 toward a stock seat or $600 toward a custom seat, your choice. From Pyrotech Safety and Steve Russell, $600 gift certificate toward the purchase of a new helmet. From Bassett Racing Wheels and Brian Gill, $200 gift certificate toward the purchase of 4 wheels. From Harold Nix, I've heard that name tonight, a $200 gift certificate toward the wiring and your choice of head and neck restraint anchors for that new helmet. From PMT Designs, my friend Scott Adamo, a $200 gift certificate towards the painting of that new helmet. Bringing the total on your package to $4,500 to your 2018 Rookie of the Year, Justin Johnson. And I've got one more thing here. They handed it to me. It's in an envelope. It's $1,000.
That's mine.
Oh, sorry. Here's your $1,000 check for your Rookie of the Year award, Justin.
Wow, now you girls look lovely. What are your names?
I'm Gemma. I'm Helen.
Oh wow, that's the best part of this interview right there. So Justin, finally we get to meet. I've said this. You came and you stunk up the series, and that's the best thing that we had seen as LucasOilModifieds. You came and you showed up. You said, "Hey guys, I can drive." And was it that you forgot that there were no fenders those first couple races?
Yeah, you know, I can't thank you enough for saying all the kind words that you do over the mic. You're a great microphone guy, and you know, these two here and my wife, I can't thank them enough for supporting me over the years, and I'm just honored to be part of this series. I've always wanted to be a part of this series, and you know, thanks to Chris Bray for allowing me to come drive his car, and Al Budd for you know, always supporting me. And Al Budd and I think for the last 14 years, I think he's been supporting my racing, and you know,
cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he yells was the money's mine and it cost me a lot of money. So it's not just a couple of fenders you've crumpled in the history, right?
Yeah, I've wrecked some stuff. So, yeah, I think that's how I've gotten better as a driver. Unfortunately, I've bumped a few people, I'm sorry. And, I really do apologize. If any of you know me, I am one of the guys that if I get into you on a race, after the race, I'm just as cool as can be. I'm calm. I'm over with whatever happened on the track, and I just want to be friends and race hard the next race.
I got to tell you, as an announcer and a guy who, since I was their age at least, watching racers, you came in, you showed up, you raced hard, you raced well, and I didn't hear not a negative word about the new guy from Pahrump, and congratulations, sir, you had an excellent year with us.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Lucas Oil and all the staff, and obviously all the competitors and race teams here. Without all you awesome race teams, there wouldn't be awesome people to race against and cars, and the competition wouldn't be as stiff as it is. So thank you so much. And again, I'm going to probably be up here again, but thank you to my team and my family and all the Spillback guys for coming aboard this year. Tom Green, he's one heck of a mechanic on our car and makes it. He puts the effort in and makes it go around. So I can't thank those guys enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Rookie of the Year, your Downforce Racing pilot, Mr. Justin Johnson. It's an absolute privilege to call watching it, and I always made sure to say, hey, he's stinking up the show, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because sometimes us racers get comfortable, don't we? Yeah, whatever. This guy, who's this guy from up on the hill? What is he doing? Next on my list, the Fast Easy EFI, the fast times for this season. Now the winningest car still is strange to see as the Brother K, but boy, that car's still fast. But this year, Fast Easy EFI Fast Time Award, Mr. Taylor Mitch. Come on up, sir, if you will. Taylor, hey Taylor, you can talk all about it later if you want, or you can come up and talk now. You're the champ. You can do what you want tonight. I don't care what the boss is. What's he gonna do? Fire me? Yeah. I know this guy. Next on the list, this young man. If there's one thing you take from this guy talking tonight, watch this young man. If he continues on the tear he is on the West Coast, this could be the guy who's the up and coming one, and he definitely possesses the talent to do so with the Optimum Batteries Hard Charger Award in Lucas Oil Modified Series this year, Mr. Ryan Charteau. And do you have your driver's license yet? He says no. Oh, he's got to get up here. This is where the guy in the back would yell, speech, right about now. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to come up here, Ryan. So you're kicking butt and taking names in Lucas Oil Modified Series, and you have your permit, right? No. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Here you go, bud.
Thank you for this award. I want to thank Lucas Oil, Mac TV, Spillback, and all the officials for making it possible for us to race these cars and chase our dreams. I want to thank my mom and my dad for supporting me 100% as becoming a professional race car driver. Everyone on our RPK team believes in me and I believe in them. Jamie Sloan, Elrod, Chase Katina, and team owner Team Koo. Thanks for the fast race cars and all your effort to do what it takes for us to be able to have good finishes. Last but not least, I want to thank God for what He has blessed me with. I'm moving next trials, standing up for the 2019 Spirits Modified Champion. Thank you.
Now, you can leave me with this, but I'm going to have to forge Charteau on here. I'm good with the Ryan, but not the Charteau part.
Jack Hart, son of a thing.
About this time is the time I'm going to call Trent from Spillback up. Where is he out? Where is Trent?
Right here.
And that's what I'm talking about. Boom! Just like that, Mike calls Trent from Spillback. You know why? Because he's from Spillback. Yeah. I could talk about Spillback for at least the next half an hour without a script. But Trent, you are of the Spillback official family. Thanks first for coming on board with us on Team Lucas. As second, You have a nice, there was a Triple Crown champion that we're going to crown here, and what would you like to tell us, the fine folks here, about Spillback?
So, Greg asked me if I prepared my thoughts, and I'll tell him no, I usually just wing it. My ADD riddled brain is just like going a million miles an hour, so I hope I make some sense. But 4 years ago, when we were developing Spillback, it didn't have a name, we were walking through SEMA, and I was with Kyle Bybee, our CEO, one of the greatest friends I've ever had in my life. And we walked past some really cool cars. We're checking it out, and we're determining if we're going to exhibit at SEMA. And I walked past Lucas Oil exhibit, and I turned to Kyle and I said, if we could ever get connected with that company, we could do incredible things with Spillback. And fast forward, we met one person, went to another person, and I got a call from a man by the name of Alex Stryler. Who knows Alex at Lucas Oil? Probably not a lot of us. He actually runs Team Lucas, which we're a part of. He said, you know, we've looked into your company a little bit. We feel your values align with Lucas Oil's values, and we'd like to talk to you about joining Team Lucas. And I had to pinch myself. You know, since passing by that booth, that vision came back in my mind of those thoughts that I had. The most recognizable name in motorsports, and a company that is known for just having good people. And we met with Alex, and we had already paid our deposit on our suite, on our exhibit for the following year at SEMA. We met with Alex, he left, and Kyle and I looked at each other and we said, we can do the booth at SEMA, and we can have 1,200 one-minute conversations with people, or we can do this Lucas Oil thing, and we can meet some really, really good people. And we'd already paid half of the exhibit, and we said, forget it. And we then allocated that money to Team Lucas. And it has been an incredible ride ever since. It's been a lot of fun to watch the racing. It's been a lot of fun to travel. But what has meant the most to me is getting to know the people that we've gotten to know. It's been an absolute blessing in my life to know those in the modified series. You know, when I was in the Havasu race, last one of the year, I had my daughter with me, and we were setting up the booth, getting ready to give away samples, and I look up, and here comes Justin Johnson, fully kitted up, ready to go, but he wasn't driving his car. He's driving a stroller. This man's ready to go tear it up with I don't know how many horsepower. Loud as crap, this car. And here he's pushing a stroller. And walking right next to him, there's two beautiful little girls in there tonight in their pink and black dresses, just absolutely cute as can be, walking right next to him. And I thought, there is a true family man. And I believe that that represents everybody in this room. You know, and to me, it's you meet good people, the money comes, and I believe that 100%. I wish I could have spent more time with all of you. Everybody, you know, everybody looks different tonight. Usually, people are stressed and sweating and wearing hats, and you know, I'm amazed by the time that you have given us while you got a card prepared. But we have absolutely loved being a part of this year. We're going through a discussion process with Lucas Oil for next year. We're not sure quite where that stands at this point, but I'll tell you where my heart is, and it's with the group that's in this room. So thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of it.
Well said, well said. And him and I have had different discussions at different racetracks, and Spillback, you guys make an awesome, awesome product. And like I said, I can tell you just hundreds of dollars that product saved me. And thank you for all that you folks have done for racing, first off, and back to what we do here. You want to announce the champion? I mean, I think we all know by now, but I'm going to call everybody. The Spillback Triple Crown champion, Mr. Dylan Capello, first off. Justin Johnson finished second. I'd like Justin to come up as well. Scott Winters is, I don't think, anybody from Winters Camp here? Nobody from Winters Camp is here, okay? We're gonna need Cody K. Come on up, Mr. K of the Brothers K. And also Mr. Charteau as well. Mr. Ryan Charteau rounding out your top 5 in the Spillback, a Triple Crown Championship, which was cool. That was neat. Why did you guys decide to run that particular deal inside of the championship?
You know, we really just wanted to build a little bit more of excitement into the series, and this was actually Greg's recommendation, but we wanted to honor those that really fought to get sort of a series within a series, and that's just kind of how it went.
Well, we definitely appreciate, and I look forward to working with you folks too as well. Thank you very much. An excellent product. If for some reason you don't have Spillback in your shop, at your house, in your garage, it's 100% biodegradable, totally, it is the coolest absorbent. Like your front yard dirt is going to be so happy. Your cat litter is going to stay in the bag. This stuff is awesome. It really, you can use it. They say 4-6 times. I've gotten around in double digits. Not with all rear end oil, no, by no means. But this is some solid stuff. It's really good. There's stuff for in the wind, low viscosity, high viscosity. You guys know what's up. Big thanks. Round of applause for the good folks from Spillback, SPILLBAK. Now, Dylan, dude. That's a nice looking trophy, man. That almost looks like your car there.
Yeah, it's pretty sporty. I like it. Looks good on there. I just wanted to thank the Spillback guys. They had great hospitality. They gave us some tickets to come out to the NHRA race out at Pomona. I think it was about a month ago now, and we went out there. They had a nice suite set up for us. We made the drive 5.5 hours to go hang out with them, and I wanted to thank you guys for that. Supporting the whole series. You guys have an awesome product. I know Dean's used it in his transmission shop. Every time we show up to the track and there's an oil spill next to our pit, we put it down on it. And, just an awesome product, awesome guys for sponsoring the series and helping out us racers. So, yeah, thank you guys.
Your Spillback Triple Crown champion, Mr. Dylan Capello. And that takes care of all the word stuff I had to do. On a personal note, it's about the family that's in this room. I mean, we have Chase Catania's here. We've got people that have been here since day one. This guy's been watching modified drivers since it was the River City Modifieds. I remember being out there in turn 1 at 295 Speedway before I even worked there. I want to thank you folks for making me be one of the proudest announcers that could be out there. To talk about Lucas Oil Modified Series, presented by whoever it was, because we were the baddest on the West Coast. I don't care what anybody says. We've had some top-notch drivers. We've had a good time, and that's because of the family. You can have all the money in the world. You can have all the high runners. You can have, I've been racing 30 years, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It's the family. It's what happens in the pits. Stuff like when Blake breaks his car, it's just wrecked beyond, that sucked in Madera, dude. But you know what? He's back finishing the season thanks to the other people in this room. That doesn't happen in other series. That doesn't happen. You don't have guys like, Dave Arce who goes, I might have got my ass kicked tonight, but I kicked ass because my engine won. Woohoo! You don't have that a lot of times either, and everybody's happy. Yeah, you get the bumping and loving and whatever else. And some people get their feelings hurt, but that really doesn't happen too bad in this series. And these three guys over here, the Scheideckers, Brownie, and Mr. Bill, they have put on an awesome presentation as far as we think we can make a modified series. And if I was another series going, I can get handed this series, I'd take it too. As an announcer, it has been an absolute pleasure to go around the country and talk about how awesome it is to be the announcer for the Lucas Oil Modified Series presented by whoever it was at the time. Lone Mark did us good, Map TV did us good. I'm sorry that we couldn't, as the media, figure out TV a little better for the last year or so. But it was being worked on left and right, day after day. What it ended up being was a communication problem. That happens. But with that being said, never forget that every time we all show up at the racetrack, those people in the stands could be anywhere in the world, but they chose to be at that racetrack. So give them a good show. We are entertainers. That's what we are at the end of the day. And this is one of the best rooms I could ever be in. And I want to thank you as the guy who's been calling you for a number of years. It's been my absolute pleasure, so thank you very much. I wish you all continued success in your racing careers and endeavors. We've had an awesome time, and wherever this series goes, I wish it the best too. And anytime you're at Havasu 95 Speedway, come up to the booth. You guys have an open door invite, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Thanks very much.
You know, that's going to be the hardest part of the whole thing. Not spending as much time with people like Mike. Just unbelievable. All right, let's get. We're right on schedule here. We're going to have everybody out of here before 9 o'clock. We'll get into our big money here. We'll start off. Red, if you'll come up and accept a $1,700 check for 8th in points for Aaron McMorrin. Aaron had a commitment, a family commitment. Oh, you get the money, okay. You know, I stated earlier that Ryan had just picked up his first main event win at Havasu 95 Speedway a week ago. But I'll tell you what, there was a race at Las Vegas and Ryan was coming. Boy, did he not want to see a break. The young people that are racing with us today are amazing. I never had the opportunity. Back in my day, I had to wait until I was 18 years old or have a driver's license or whatever the deal was to even get into the pits. But you talk about proud fathers, you know, with Ron, I mean, Danny, everybody that's out there. This family has really got to be proud of this man's accomplishments. Finishing 17th in points, picking up a check for $1,800. Also at the banquet here, picking up a check for $500 for Hard Charger, $200 from Spillback. That makes his banquet total $2,500 here at the banquet for 7th in points, and his earnings for the year just short of $13,000. Ryan, please come up. I can't say enough about this young man. Just what a class act as a racer. You got him to talk on the mic? Come here, Ryan. Where are you going? Ryan, obviously you've already been up here once tonight and stuff, but I definitely want to congratulations on your successes, and I wish I could have been in Havasu for your first win.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody here, Ron, Chase, Jimmy Sloan, and my dad especially.
You bet, Ryan. Thank you. You get the money? Sixth in points. This young man, we have seen grow up around the racetrack from day one. He's been kind of special. When I say day one, from about that tall. Good God, now he's big enough to play on the ranch. Picking up $1,900 for 6th in points, Blake Rogers. I guess he would be our Elliot, our most popular driver. I don't know here. Blake, you and your family have Sioux 95 Speedway, the old Light Speedway, and so forth. I couldn't be more sincere when I say it's just been fantastic knowing the family and stuff. Blake, rumor has it that you're possibly doing something different next year. Is that true?
I don't know if there's anything racing involved for me next year, but maybe my brother if we get our car sold. But I think so far I'm just going to focus on school and getting a job, and then eventually later on in life going back to racing.
You know something, we've had a lot of the drivers move on to school and stuff. There's not a problem with that. That's fantastic that you recognize the fact that your education is more important than racing.
First off, I'd like to thank my sponsors this season, Lucas Oil, Super Clean, Firm Incorporated, MGM Design, Jack Auto Parts, Mitchell's Merchant Patrol, Pacesetter Home Centers, and RC Racing Engines. Dune Company, I think I already said that. Dune Company of Yuma, Big WSL, and my family and friends, and to the teams that helped me this season. This season we had plenty of downs, but we also had our ups, such as being the first car with an EFI to win a trophy dash this season. I wish that I would have had more time to experience EFI in full force, but a huge thank you to Dave RC for helping us out this season. Always making sure the fuel injection was ready and just making sure we were always ready to go. Also like to thank Garcia Racing, especially for last year, stepping up and allowing us to finish up our season. It really means a lot to us, and this is one big family, and it's the best series that you could be in. I'd like to thank Greg, Bill, Brownie, and all the staff, just being out, helping us out ever since I was little, always being there and making sure we had a place to race and putting us before you guys. Pleased to have finished 6th this year. Obviously, last year finishing 4th and then this year being 6th. I mean, you always want to improve, but I had fun more than less, so that's always good. We're saying our goodbyes to the LucasOilModified series this year. Cars for sale, so if you'd like to, if you're interested, talk to my dad, Jimmy Rogers, over there. Although if you do need a driver, you know, I am always available. I'll even race for free. I'll take a pay cut. It's been a pleasure racing alongside all you drivers in the series this past 4 seasons. I'm gonna miss each and every one of you. Probably some more than others. I'll miss it and hope everyone has an eventful and exciting season next year. And congratulations to Taylor Minch on another dominant season.
Blake, thank you very much. You're a class act, and I'm glad to see you going. Okay, now getting into our top 5. Finishing 5th in points, getting 3 top 5 finishes this year, 8 top 10s. He also won a trophy dash this year, picking up a check for $1,900, plus a $600 oil gift certificate, $250 from Spillback, bringing his banquet total to $2,750 and his year total just over $14,000. Cody K. What happened between you and your brother? Did he sit at the wrong side of the Thanksgiving table or what? Jeremy, I love you both. There must be 100 pounds difference between you two. Cody, you're a class act, and I couldn't be more proud of a first-year racer. Folks, when they went to Havasu for the very first race, they were worried about making the show. By the end of the season, they had full intentions of winning the main event. Cody, it's been great.
And thank you guys for everything. It's definitely been one heck of a year getting to know all you guys and definitely race with you guys. Greg and his staff run an amazing program, and when we got down to this, we were literally at the crossroads of going to a North State modified race to watch, or coming to Salt Lake and watch you guys race last year. And we kind of got down to it, and we wanted to see the best show that there was, and that was your guys's. It was great. We got to run into Taylor and Chuck eventually once he got back from Costco with those chairs. They sent him on a 2-hour run to get chairs, but that was one of the things that we weren't able to get this off season. First off, I would like to thank just the amazing crew and family that I have. You guys know we have Jimmy and Shelly Dickerson, and they're the reason that we're able to be up here, and they were an amazing addition and kind of started building a crew for us. We also have Wob and Barb, and Wob always takes care of our tires alongside with John and Karen. Taking the time and dedication to be able to come out and enjoy a weekend with us. John actually cut his Irwindale or Sturgis trip short in order to make it to Irwindale, so we thank you for that, for being there. A couple people that helped us throughout the season were Jimbo and Joe, Jimmy and Shelly's potential future stepson. We loved having him. He was a great part, as well as Robert and Sean. We got to thank Ryan, our truck driver. He does a great job helping us not only get to the track, but get the cars back and forth on that 10 or 12-hour drive to San Diego. One thing that got left out, probably why Steve answers my phone calls and not Jeremy's, were how much Steve was able to do for our team, and we thank Steve for all of the shop service, the setups, everything, even allowing us to come back after the tree incident and the gate incident and the bird incident. So we're just glad that we're allowed back in Steve's neck of the woods. So it was a lot of fun getting to meet them. And then at the last race, we had Johnny and Debbie come over, and they helped us out along with Larry and Jamie. So it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of great times there. As for my family, I got to thank my brand new fiance Dallas for all of her support. She helps us on and off the track, getting the cars ready, doing all the little stuff around the shop that she can. I got to thank my grandparents, Pop and Gigi. I think they're still trying to find a parking spot. They should be in here soon. If they do, they're probably going to be asked to move again. So sorry about all that. Also, I got to thank my little brother Jeremy. It's been great. He usually takes care of the upstairs stuff on engine changes for obvious reasons, and I'm usually the guy under the car. So he helps always get the roof cleaned and all the carburetor parts and stuff like that. So. And then, kind of like Greg said, we wouldn't be able to do this all without our dad. His support and his funding and him pushing us to be the best that we can be and giving us all the tools that we can. We definitely wouldn't be able to do it without him. So thank you again, Dad. for people that kind of just work with us. I don't know, I kind of put it under the sponsors column, but it's just pretty much people that work with us and help us would be Dave and Sandy Arcee for taking over our engine program. We were using a lot of spillback before we got to them, so we really appreciate having them on board. It definitely helps that. So they have a great product. It works. Just you got to ask us, and it's got to be a Vegas. I got to thank Tim from All Pro Powder Coatings. He was able to powder coat my shirt tonight to match the car. So I was really happy he got that back just in time. High Voltage Electric, and again, SDR twice because someone else forgot you. Sorry, Steve. I'd like to also congratulate Justin Johnson and his whole team and family for winning the Rookie of the Year. It was fun racing with you this year, and hope that you're back again next year. I'd like to also congratulate Dylan Capello for winning the Spillback Triple Crown. That was a lot of fun racing with you a little bit more instead of just watching you on TV. So I like being up there. So it was pretty cool. And then again to Taylor and Chuck and your whole family and your team, you guys are what it means to be a champion. So congratulations again, and thank you guys for all that you do on and off the track for us. Also, one last thing, I got to thank Greg, his whole family, his whole team for putting together and running this amazing series. You know, we weren't there for the start of it, you know, but I'm glad we're here for the end of it. And just want to say thank you for all you guys do and each and every weekend. So thank you guys again.
Cody, like I say, you're a class act, man. Really look forward to the next season. All right, finishing third in points. One of the more consistent race drivers in the last 2 and 3 years. I mean, just doing an amazing job. 1 win, 8 top 5s. Think about this, 8 top 5s and he finished third? Good Lord. 9 top 10s. Winning 3 trophy dashes, picking up a check for $2,500, the $1,000 from Spillback that he got earlier, brings his banquet total to $3,500. I think the very first year we raced modifieds, our total banquet payout was about $3,500, bringing his season total to just over $17,000. Dylan Capello. Danny, quick, grab that check on his way back. Dylan, here you go.
Thank you. I don't know, I can follow that up. I didn't know if I was listening to Matt Hicks or what, but so first off, like he said, I just want to thank Greg, Bill, Brownie, Mike, Brenda, Joyce, Mike the announcer, everybody that's behind the scenes with the series. I appreciate everything you guys have done. For me, winning the championship and to go back to PRI with you guys, it's a memory I'll have for the rest of my life and all the fun times we had there. So, congratulations to Taylor and the whole team for winning the championship. You guys did it 2 years in a row, whooped up on us. So, I mean, good job to you guys. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my sister Cassie, my girlfriend Jessica, my grandparents for making pretty much every race. Salt Lake City, all the long hauls. So thank you to you guys for what you do for my racing career. So our season overall had its ups and downs. We had a win, a DNF, ton of top 5s. Dean sent me all of our finishes, and it's amazing to think that we got third with all those finishes. But I mean, when you're running against Taylor and Justin, that's what it takes. You have to be up front every single race. So yeah, it was just an up and down season. But I have an awesome team that shows up to win every weekend and above all have fun. So thank you to you guys. and thank you for supporting my racing passion. I want to thank Dean for being a great leader for the 7 and the 11 team all year and guiding us so we can have fast race cars. So thank you. Jim, who couldn't be here tonight, we call him Curly. He supplies all the laughs, eats all of our M&Ms. So thank you to him. We have Steve for keeping our tires in line all year. Kenny and Sean working on the car endlessly whenever we're trying to make changes. Me as a race car driver, I'm never happy with it, so Sean's always under the car beating on stuff. But Kenny for keeping the gas in it and the battery all charged up for us. So all the guys on the crew, we all get along really well, and it's a great team effort. So already congratulations to Taylor again. So yeah, it was an awesome year. We're going to be back with Dean again with the RBK team. Back with Ryan again too. He did an awesome job this year, and it's cool seeing him grow. So thank you to the whole 7 team as well. I had fun hanging out with you guys last weekend. So just an overall good team at RBK, and we're having a blast.
Dylan Capello, 3rd point. Second point. Wow. 1 win, 7 top 5 finishes, 10 top 10 finishes. They finished all the races, but run into a little trouble right off the bat, but Justin Tom. He also won a trophy dash. He's picking up here at the banquet a check for $3,000 from the Hoosier Tire Point Fund, $500 check from Spillback, a $1,000 check from Lucas Oil for Rookie of the Year, plus that $4,500 worth of gift certificates and stuff from Lauren Hill. And wow. But anyway, banquet total $4,500, making his season total $18,900, almost $19,000. Justin Johnson. Family, you notice how the family's all real quiet now?
Yeah, I apologize for the kids making all the noise in the building here tonight. Yeah, I'm very happy that we brought the entire clan out here, and grateful that my wife is the superwoman that she is to be able to take care of the 3 kids while I'm out driving race cars, having a good time. So. First off, I got to thank, Al Bud for sticking with me my whole racing career. Wouldn't be here without him. Chris Bray building a heck of a car and letting me drive it, and obviously, making sure that he's there on time and getting the team in order. And couldn't have done it without Chris Bray and his team. And those guys that are in the shop that don't come out to the races all the time, that I can't thank those guys enough. There's guys that came through the year that they just would show up just because they really liked our operation. So can't thank those guys enough. Steve or Scott for doing our tires, keeping us in line all year. Tom Green, obviously, for obviously being the super mechanic. He pretty much, he's with us every single race. And without him, I think he's like 3 guys. Those of you that know him, he's like 3 guys.
He's the ugliest crew member ever.
Yeah, right. So can't thank him enough. Tom Funstein for helping out with all the fuel this year, and Dale for coming out, taking the drives. And a lot of these guys, they drove their own cars out to come see us, and they didn't drive out with us, but they drove their own cars out to come out and help us out this year. So can't thank them enough. And, the whole, all you guys, thank you. Like I said earlier, I'm honored to be a part of this operation. And Taylor, congratulations. And I've watched Dylan and Taylor and a couple of the other guys over the years, and I was anxious and biting at the bit to come race with you guys because I knew how good you guys are. So thank you, and all the rookies this year, great job. And I couldn't have had a more fun year racing hard with rookies that were actually really, really good. So thank you for the hard racing this year, and thanks Chuck for all the kind words and all of the, throughout the year and all the little chit chats we had before the race and after the race. So thank you very much. You're a great guy. And obviously all the Val Buds family for coming out and supporting me over the years, and Spillback for coming aboard. J&S Automotive Engines kept me going, and Dave Arcee, I love you, man. You did a great job helping me out this year as best you could. And when we didn't have our engine guys with us throughout the year, but obviously John Boy with J&S Automotive Machine, and he changed his name to DMS now, Engine Development. So those guys are obviously heck of engine builders, and all year we haven't had any, or very few motor problems, I should say. So no excursion or blow-ups or anything, so that was a good thing. Dean Kuhn, thank you, sir, for, we had a ball joint I know we needed at Salt Lake, and thank you for helping us out in that department. And I think I heard it earlier, it's one of the cool things about a series like this is you can go and, wreck your car, and then you go to a pit over here, a pit over here, a pit over here, and everybody's willing to give you parts to put your car back together. So it's a good thing, good feeling. So, again, I don't want to be up here any longer because my family, I think they're going to kill me. So the kids are wanting to get out of here. So thank you guys very much. Happy holidays. Get home safe. Thanks.
Watch out next year!
Well, this is the reason why we're here tonight. To win a championship, and I don't care what division, your local track, whatever it be, is something very, very special. To win 2 of them is even more special. To win back to back, what a tribute to him, to Taylor, to his crew. To win back-to-back championships, a race car cannot be falling apart at the racetrack. It's got to finish every single race, and you've got to be on your game. I mean, when you really stop and think about it, with the consecutive runs that Taylor had of top 5s, I mean, we've all heard it so many times, it's beyond belief. With 5 wins this year, 10 top 5s. Wow, isn't that great? Picking up a check for $2,550 in point fund money. And to show you some idea of this man's consistency, that matches dollar to dollar to what he won last year, $25,500. But then he also this year picked up another $500 in fast time bonus money. And fast time bonus money, I'm reading this wrong. Picking up the $5,000 Hoosier Tire point fund check, and the trip to Indy, which sadly enough, this will probably, I don't know for a fact, that it'll probably be our last opportunity to be able to take a champion to PRI and everything that goes along with that. So at this time, let's honor our champion, Taylor Meek. Please come up. Now Taylor's got quite a few things here to honor his pit crew and his family and so forth. So I want to start with, let's go here in the center. If you'll notice that there's a beautiful yellow quilt. Brenda Adama has been doing this. Adamo has been doing this for the last 6-7 years, I think, Brenda, for our champions and stuff. Taylor, show the folks how pretty that actually is and what she does. This is really something special. Heather, will you please come up? Obviously we've all heard it a million times, but it's really special when your wife supports you the way we do. And Taylor will honor his wife with the bouquet of flowers, yellow roses, I guess. Are they yellow roses? Hell, I don't know. Okay. At this time, Taylor, if you would, and you can slide those jackets over this way so you're not hidden away in there. we have some jackets to pass out to our champion pit crew. Doesn't that sound good, guys? The champion pit crew. Okay, at this time, you know who you are. Let's Levi, right? Let's start with Levi. Would you please come up? I have been told he is the crew chief on the race car, and he makes damn sure that everybody there knows it. Levi, you want to come up here and say a few words? Okay, at this time, Johnny. The rest of the crew, please come on up. This is taken care of. But everybody, please come on. Hoosier does us a great job with these jackets. Now that you have bookend jackets in your closet, while they're getting their jackets, I informed Taylor, it looks like to me the weather back in Indianapolis next week when we land is going to be 27 degrees. It is going to be cold back there. This pit crew, think about it, guys, it's a dream come true to have 2 consecutive years with the successes that they've had. I mean, that is really special. Okay, now I'd like the pit crew and stuff to stay up here in front, please, but kind of split it 50-50. 4 or 5 of you go that way, 10 of you go that way, whatever we got here. And Taylor, at this time, go ahead. Yeah, it's warm in here. Taylor, grab one of the whose is this? Who? Jerry's? Jerry? From Taylor, championship trophy. Taylor did this. John, Debbie, your trophy.
Taylor, something wrong with this one? Doesn't have a
Gary, you know, anytime a driver can take an honor race picture, you guys know how special it is. It's the 10 little things that make a big thing. And it couldn't be more so than in Taylor's case. I mean, look at the crowd that's here supporting him. These folks up here, I mean, they've done one hell of a job. Well, Taylor, at this time, if you'll please come up here. Thank you, crew. Our 2-time Lucas Oil Modified Series champion, Taylor.
Thank you. I don't even know where to start. But what a year, 5 wins, 3 fast times, I don't know, I think 9 or 10 top 5s. $51,000 won in 2 years consecutively. That just tells you how good of a series you have and how much Lucas Oil and all the sponsors, you know, put funding this money and Hoosier Tire. You know, I have never, like I said last year, I've never ran in a series where you can almost break even, and obviously I've won a lot of races to make that amount of money, but just, that's amazing, so thank you. My phone went black. So, I'd like to thank God the Lord for keeping us all safe this year. We wouldn't be here without Him. My family, my wife Heather, Levi Nixon, my mom and dad, 2 sisters, Tara and Tana, Raquel, the whole entire racing team, Johnny, Debbie, Larry, Jamie, Larry, Jamie, Jerry, the Harvey family for trying to come to almost every race you could. Got to thank all the sponsors on the car. JM Eagle, Pipe Products, Plus Pro Doors. You know, without them coming on board, you know, they give us a ton of money, and just gotta thank them. So if you need new front doors, get some Plus Pro Doors, please. Linear Layout, Hill and Sons Plumbing, Semi-Trim Company, Sinister Diesel, Scroff, Seat Belts, Stilo Helmets, Butler Built Seats. If you guys, well, now the K's bought all our stuff, so if you want to go see a pretty cool carburetor from Bob at Competition, go buy one. They're about $2,000, but it's worth every penny. Dave RC, the racing engines. I think over the past 3 years, we've never, ever had a failure. We've even tried different oils, and he even will tell you, you know, we take really good care of our stuff. I mean, there for a while, we'd change oil every single race, and then Jerry came on board 2 years ago and said, "Why are you doing that? We didn't ever change oil." So we started saving money, and we did like every 3 races. But you know, it's insane not to have one engine failure, and that just goes to show you how meticulous David and his team are at putting our stuff together and everybody's stuff together. So I just gotta thank him. I gotta thank Steve at STR. He set up our car, I don't know, for the past 3 or 4 years. Just take it to him. He told my weight, get all my stuff done, go to the track, and be faster out of the box. Lucky we were able to live real close to him. And I know he put a lot of time and effort into our program, and I just gotta thank him for all the years that we've been with him. Total Power Batteries, Charlie Subcabs, Continental Tire, Hoosier Tire, General Tire, they're all one company. Going back to Hoosier last year, and we're going to go this year. They probably don't want me back this year with all the questions I asked them that they wouldn't answer. But I'm excited to go back there. Lucas Oil, Map TV, K&N, Optimum Batteries, F&L Racing Fuel, Bassett Wheels, Spillback, Super Clean, Cryer Cams, Sunoco Racing Fuel. Entire Lucas Oil staff, great. Bill, Brownie, Joyce, Brenda, all the officials, we appreciate it. Media, TV, just makes a really good series. Got to thank all the drivers and teams. Being able to, you know, race with all you guys has been amazing. It's definitely, between a couple races and karting and doing this series for the past 3 or 4 years, this is definitely some of the most fun I've had. So I want to thank everybody. Howard for the great pictures, Brenda for the quilts. I got one last year. This one's going to Johnny and Debbie, so I'm sure they'll be excited about it. And definitely, I want to say something about the plaques. I've raced, I don't know, a ton of different series, and sometimes, not every time, but you kind of get tired of trophies, and because you don't have anywhere to put them, you know. And you know, we ended up donating a lot of our trophies, but to get in here and to get plaques, now you can hang them on the walls. It's like the best thing. So Larry Collins, for next year, please keep the plaques. It's great for everybody because we have a lot of wall room. So thank you. And the plaques look great. But we haven't hung any of ours up yet. But they're sitting all in one place. I just gotta thank everybody again. I appreciate everything. We're done for this season for a while. I don't know what I'm gonna run. It's a little emotional because I've raced something since I was 4 years old, so it's gonna be hard to be able to sit in a race car seat. But I think it's gonna be okay. Hope I can run some races next year, but you know, I think going out with a win in Havasu, winning the championship back to back, I definitely think it's a good way to end my racing career, at least right now. And just say thank you to everybody.
What a true champion, without a doubt. This is a very hard part of the banquet for me. 13 years back to life, 2002. There's been some very, very special people around me. And the majority of them are sitting right here in this building right now. But out of Brownie. Mike. Andy. Don Stewart. Blake Dismay, Dan Dismay, which is also my son-in-law and grandson. Blake got to help back here for a year or so before this comes through. Mike Flanders. Mike, please come up here. Howard, I want you to go back and take a picture. I want you to look here. Kathy Strostein. Kathy and this group that's up here, believe it or not, we've been together since 2006. Joey, Brenda, please come on.
They're the nicest ones.
Jim got it. You know, there has been, we got room. Come on up, Mike. Come on, you're a big part of this. Get up here. You know, throughout the days, through the last couple of races, once that it all got out that we were leaving the series or not going to be in charge of the series is a better way to put it. Everybody has been overwhelmingly supportive to me. You have made me feel like the richest man in the world, without a doubt. You just, these are trying moments, and God bless all of you. You know, at the same time, one of these days, you're going to turn 70 years old. All I ask of you is for 1 minute of that day, say, remember that Greg Scheidegger? You know, no wonder he said, hey, it's time. It's time to move on to your next step. Everybody has been just overwhelmingly supportive to him. But here's the bottom line. These are the people that you need to say thank you to. These people deserve a standing ovation. Thank you.